So this video is going to be for Escape from Tarkov. I know a lot of people have issues with frame rate, it getting maxed out just because of Tarkov not being optimized. So I found a way to kind of remedy that. If you're using an Nvidia card, this is how you would do it. I am unsure of how to do this process on an AMD card or Radeon card. The first thing you want to do is open up your Nvidia control panel. I have mine hotkeyed down here, or hotbarred down here. If you don't, you just go here, right click and do Nvidia control panel. It'll open up to one of these tabs. You'll go to display resolution or change resolution, and then it will give you all of your defaults, which is everything here and all of these. What you're going to do is you're going to find your main monitor, so whichever one that is. I have both the same monitors, but I have them hooked up with different cables. So I know that my 165 hertz is, or in this case 164, is hooked up to my main monitor. That's the one that I use for all my gaming. So what you're going to do is you're going to select it and hit customize. I'm not sure if this box will be checked, but if it is, or if it is not, go ahead and check it, because you'll need to enable it for your display, for your desktop, for games, and you will hit create custom resolution. You'll leave the scan type alone. You'll leave horizontal alone. This is your default resolution right here. 1920 by 1080 or whatever your resolution is. If it's 2K, 4K, 8K, whatever. You will simply drop this to 1079, which removes one layer of pixels, which you cannot see with the naked eye, especially once you get to higher resolutions. And you will drop this one lower. My initial thought was to increase this by 1, and it made it to where my monitor would not work. It wouldn't recognize it as being a refresh rate. For some reason on load, so my monitor just wouldn't turn on, but I got it to work. And then you hit test, and it'll tell you something different than this. You just hit OK. I'm going to cancel because I don't need to do it. You will check this off. You can hit OK or cancel, doesn't matter, and then you will come and find this. Find the resolution, hit apply. Mine's already applied, but you find the resolution, hit apply, and that's it for that. Now, you'll close out of that, and you will load up Tarkov. And this would probably work for any other game, but most other games are optimized already. So Tarkov's really the only one with a lot of issues with frame rate optimization. Prior to doing this, I would get somewhere around 70 to 90 frames. This is running on a i7 7700K at stock clock speeds, 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM, and a 2060 Super stock clock speed. So it's nothing special, but it's a decent enough rig to run Tarkov. So when you go into your settings, you go to graphics, you actually have to change your resolution to that resolution. I run everything on low just because I don't really care too much about it. The texture qualities I can bump up, but your resolution will be down here at the bottom. Since it is a new resolution, and you just click on that, set that as your resolution. You don't mess with aspect ratio, full screen, VSync, none of that, and hit save. Unfortunately, it does limit it to 120. I don't know why that's not an unlimited scale, but it isn't. Just to prove that it does work. You can see I've got an FPS counter here, and I'll go into, let's just do customs, daytime, do an offline raid. You don't have to stick around for any of this. If you want to try it yourself and just go at it, you can, but this will just be to, this will just be to prove that it does work. I know there have been a lot of people that have complained about the FPS in Tarkov and how it's very poorly optimized, which I agree, but this kind of helps to bypass that non-optimized, I don't want to say performance, but just the non-optimized portion of the game yet. I just don't think the devs are really too concerned with it right now, which I don't blame them. There's a lot bigger issues at hand. So it's probably the one time I find graphics cards. If you want to use this, go right ahead. It's gotten me a 50% increase in performance, and I absolutely love it. It's phenomenal. So as you can see, it does work. It's netted me about a 50% performance increase overall, average of about 80 frames, and now I'm hitting an average of 120. So it does work. I would definitely recommend you use it at your own risk. This should help out quite a bit of people. And again, if you have a Radeon card, I don't know how to use it. I don't know how to use any of their built-in software. I'm just not a Radeon user. This is for Nvidia only. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I've got my throat's really dry today. But if you guys have enjoyed it, please feel free to subscribe, like, whatever, all the normal BS that you hear on everybody's videos. I just want to let you guys know, thank you for those who do view it. If you have any questions or anything like that, put them down in the comments. I'll answer them. I pay attention to all of that stuff, especially with a very small viewership. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions, just let me know, and I'll answer everything I can, and I'll answer it to the best of my ability. And I'll see what other videos I can make to maybe help improve performance of Tarkov or things like that. So again, I'll pull up my graphics settings one last time, and like I said, these are on high. If you run it on a less powerful machine, I would run your graphics lower, run your settings lower. If you have a more powerful machine, run it as hard as you want. But I've got a decent mid-grade build, and yeah, I would, I appreciate anybody that comes through and takes a look at it. Enjoy.